City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 20.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
James.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Texans nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Kenny Stills.
That's good for 28 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And it's second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in a 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
An inside handoff. This is McFarland.
Anthony McFarland, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. This is caught inside the 15. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Terrell Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Texans.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans, nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Johnson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about in the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete to Kenny.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Johnson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Finding fouls complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On 1st down, Johnson. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Watson. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
And on for the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ben to throw again. Now they set up the screen for McFarland. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Here we go. White 80. Hey, watch delay. 41's coming. 41's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 13 yards remaining on second down. From the gun, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third and long, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Johnson on the return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
49-yard line.
3 yards remain for second down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Hands to James Conner.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 4.
Check 31. Snickers. Jack 16.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Second and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Stills bringing it in. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bernard break.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Again, a run with Connor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Boswell's kick is good, but hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker, and if they did, that'll be a first down. So forget the field goal, give them the first on that penalty.
How about that? That's one way to pick it up, but that's doing it the hard way, but they'll accept it.
So how big might the special teams mistake be there? Running into the kicker, and that penalty leads to 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
James Conner. He's taken down at the 7.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 3.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
James Conner.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
The Texans.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete.
Watson
took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bud Dupree, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Midfield to the 49-yard.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Roethlisberger. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Connor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
1-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Start! 230. He's time to
He'll try and run for it with Connor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, it's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
At the 9-yard
Well, they
line.
probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line. Today's final.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire